Here it is, the Thanksgiving special. Everyone's been waiting for this, I know, on the edge of their seats. But let's not waste time and start right off with the explanation. This is a ranking of the Freebirds characters, survival abilities. This will be a solo survival scenario, and it will take place in the forest that the turkeys are in during the movie, with the same circumstances, being hunted and all the fun stuff. Now, just to start off, we're gonna have some characters, to the dismay of many, that will not be participating. Pizza Guy, Governor Bradford, and Miles Standish will not be participating due to what should be obvious reasons. Hypothetically, ranking them in the disqualified section, I'd put them roughly there in order. Now, moving straight into the rankings, I realized I may have forgotten one. There was not a tier list for this. I had to make one. And I realized I forget a character, but Steve at the top of S, the egg, the man himself. He has, well, I guess you could debate if it's really surviving, considering he's a robot, but definitely still top of S, because invisibility, force field, mostly just those two things. That's all you really need, though. So, boom, kind of boring, top of S, but that's how it is. Next up is Ranger, going right behind Steve. It's gonna be Fire, man. He has abilities. It's displayed. He knows the forest. He's been raised here. He has the muscle. He has the speed, the stamina. He's got some intellect to him. He's got, I would say, leadership abilities, but this is a solo scenario, so that doesn't really matter. Either way, it's shown that he can handle his own. This has been demonstrated. We've seen him move through the trees, avoid the hunters, all sorts of good stuff. He has experience. He's like the better version of Jake, essentially. Next up is Jenny, A tier for this. She does not have the same insane muscle, but she's got good stamina. She's got a solid head on her shoulders. She knows the area, same experience as Ranger. So she has that down. Nothing crazy, but just there's nothing bad there either. So top of A tier. Next, we're gonna mix it up and go for someone more like Chief Broadbeak. Now, this one's hard. He's got so much knowledge. He's the leader of the flock. He's been around for a minute. He has a solid build as well. He's a pretty big turkey, if I do say so. But let's face it, he's a little old. And for that reason, unfortunately, he's gonna go in D. If this was a group survival scenario, he might go B or A, but unfortunately, D. Okay, next up, we're gonna do Jake. Now, where's Jake right here? He has a lot of the same physical abilities as Ranger, and we've seen him perform well when they were raiding the hunter's camp. Jake did an amazing job holding his own. You saw his amazing spyglass technique, which was outstanding. I must say, I was astounded when I saw that. But he does perhaps have some issues in the thinking department, which will knock him from being S. The question is he B or A? I think I'm gonna have to put him bottom of A tier. We've seen him outrun. He makes stupid decisions that affect other people, but he can hold his own, which is what this is about. So he goes there. Next, this is pretty easy. Sorry, but Leatherbeak is going F tier. He's just too old. Doesn't have any special abilities as far as I can tell. He's just kind of there. Now the final two, the best characters in the whole movie. Not really. I think Jake's the best character, but that's beyond the point. Put Amos in bottom of D. I don't think that really needs a whole lot of explaining. And finally, the pardon turkey himself, Jake. Where's Jake gonna go? Not Jake. Ugh, goodness me. Reggie. Lord. And I scripted out part of this video as well. I still got his name wrong. Reggie. Reggie is not an S. Reggie's not an A. Reggie's not an F. Reggie's gonna go in C. Middle of the road turkey instead of pardon turkey. He has some wit to him, some critical thinking skills, which are good. He's relatively nimble, but you know, he's prone to making very stupid decisions. He is not the strongest, that's for sure. He's probably, other than the old character Leatherbeak and Amos, for obvious reasons, he's probably the weakest character. And he is very, very inexperienced. And for that reason, I can't expect him to survive very long in this wilderness. There it is. The long-awaited Free Birds characters survivor tier list. Now you can rest easy knowing this Thanksgiving who you can bet your money on in the Turkey Hunger Games. There it is.